to the deep dive. This is where we take your sources, articles, research, guides, and we really try to unearth those key nuggets of knowledge, basically helping you get well informed without all the overwhelm.
Which is easy to feel these days.
Absolutely. So today we're doing a deep dive into this really intriguing guide. It's all about how to learn English quickly and, easily.
Okay.
Our mission here is to kind of cut through all the usual advice you hear, which can be, frankly, overwhelming, and pull out strategies that are actually simple, actionable, and effective for learning a new language.
That sounds useful.
What really jumped out at us about this particular guide wasn't just the promise of speed, but its focus. It's all about simplicity, clarity, and even fun.
Fun in language learning.
Right. It suggests there's maybe a shortcut to real progress without getting totally bogged down by huge textbooks or studying for hours and hours. Almost sounds a bit too good to be true, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, and that's often where people kind of hit a wall, With language learning, there's this common idea that you need perfect fluency right away, or that it takes this massive, intimidating amount of time. But this guide, it seems to shift that whole focus. What's really insightful, I think, is how it stresses consistent practice and just making progress step by step, rather than that paralyzing need for perfection.
That really is a powerful mindset, isn't it? Moving away from, I must be perfect, to I just need to practice.
Exactly. It turns what feels like this huge mountain climb into just small daily steps anyone can have.
Okay, that's a really profound shift. So let's unpack that. The core idea the guide puts forward is, almost revolutionary in how simple it is. Learning English isn't about being perfect.
Right.
It's about practice, patience, and just making progress. You don't need those massive grammar books. You don't need to study for hours. The promise is just learn a little bit every single day, and anyone can do it. But for someone starting right at zero, what's the very first step? Is it surprising? What does the guide say?
Well, it's pretty direct and maybe a bit surprising. It insists on immediate action. If you want to speak English fast, it says you absolutely must start speaking from day one.
Day one.
Yeah.
Really? What would you even say?
Even super simple sentences, stuff like, I wake up at 7 a.m. or I drink coffee. Maybe I like music. Just basic things about your day.
Oh.
This direct approach is vital because, it tackles one of the biggest hurdles, that fear of making mistakes or sounding silly.
Yeah, that's huge for learners.
Right. So many people stay in that passive mode for too long, trying to perfect grammar before they even try to speak. This flips it. It prioritizes actually producing the language right away, which really does speed things up.
So no more hiding behind the textbook. The advice is literally say these simple things out loud every day, even just to yourself in the mirror.
Yep, or record your voice.
Oh yeah, always a shock hearing your own voice back.
Yeah.
But it's part of learning, I guess, because the guide really hammers this home. Speaking is the key.
Absolutely.
It's not about being right all the time, just making the sounds, getting comfortable with it. Okay, so once you're doing that, getting those first words out, what's next? Where does immersion come in?
So building right on that idea of active practice, the guide brings in the other crucial piece, input. Using your ears, basically.
Listening.
Exactly. Listen to English. Podcasts are great, obviously. Songs, short videos, whatever. But here's the active part. Repeat what you hear.
Okay. So not just passive listening.
No, repeat simple phrases. Things like, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Maybe what do you do? It's not just parroting, it's actively engaging with the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a neat little tip in there. Play a short bit of audio, pause it, and then just repeat it slowly. Try doing that for just 5 minutes a day.
5 minutes? That seems doable.
Totally. And it does a few things. It trains your ear to the actual sounds and rhythms of English, which can be really different from your own language. Plus, it helps your pronunciation, builds confidence, and, you naturally pick up vocabulary that way too.
Okay, that sounds like a really good combo. Input and output working together. Training the ears and the mouth at the same time. So you got speaking, you got listening. What about words? Building vocabulary. The guide has a simple trick for that too, right? It sounds almost too easy.
It's funny how often the simplest ideas work best, isn't it? For vocab, without feeling totally swamped, the guide suggests learning just 5 new English words a day.
5 words.
Okay. But here's the trick. You don't just read them, you have to use them right away. Say them in a sentence.
Okay. Give me an example.
So say your new word is happy. Your sentence could just be, I am happy today. Simple as that.
Right. Putting it into context immediately.
Exactly. And this incremental approach works really well. It taps into things like spaced repetition, seeing things again over time, and active recall. You're actively trying to use the word, not just passively read a definition. Forming that sentence makes it stick much better.
So you're actually putting the words to work, not just collecting them. And the guide mentions the result, do this daily, and in a month, that's 150 new words.
Yeah, it adds up surprisingly quickly.
And it suggests keeping track, maybe in a notebook or just phone notes. Makes it feel tangible, I suppose.
Absolutely. It really shifts that knowledge from just recognizing a word to actually being able to use it. And that's crucial for real fluency.
Definitely. Okay, so let's wrap up this deep dive then. Let's recap the core takeaways, the actionable steps for you listening. First, that crucial mindset shift. Remember, it's practice, patience, progress, not perfection. Anyone can do this.
That's the foundation.
Second, speak from day one.
Yeah.
Seriously, simple sentences. I wake up at 7 a.m., I drink coffee, say them out loud, use a mirror, record yourself. Speaking is key.
Don't wait.
Third, use your ears. Listen to English podcasts, songs, videos, and repeat what you hear. Try that 5-minute trick. Play short audio, pause, repeat slowly. Good for pronunciation, confidence, vocab.
Little and often.
Fourth, that simple vocabulary trick. Learn 5 new words a day, but use them in a sentence. Like, new word, happy. Sentence, I am happy today. Keep notes. You'll be amazed 150 words in a month.
Makes a real difference.
And finally, some really important guidance from the source. Don't stress too much about grammar right at the beginning. Just focus on communicating. And crucially, don't give up.
Persistence is key.
Yeah, the source is clear. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's enough to see real growth. Remember that idea.
Right.
Small, consistent steps every day really do create big changes.
You know, this whole approach to learning English, it really does highlight a much broader truth, doesn't it? About consistent small efforts in, well, pretty much anything in life.
Absolutely.
Well, this method works so well because our brains are kind of wired for it. Building habits gradually makes them stick. It's sustainable. You avoid that burnout you get from trying to do too much, too fast. It really is about consistency over intensity.
Right. Slow and steady wins the race kind of thing.
Exactly. And it leads to an interesting thought, perhaps something for you to consider. If just 10 or 15 minutes a day can lead to real progress in something as complex as learning a whole new language, well, what else could you unlock in your